Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In this episode, we're going to be making our way into Disney Castle, which is probably actually one of my favorite places in the entire game.
This is your castle. Must be nice to be home, huh? Well?
You know, something just don't feel quite right.
Yeah! Move it! Let's go! Queen Minnie needs to see you! The castle's in danger! Hurry, to the library!
The first time I played this game, I thought it was really cool that we've made our way into the Gummy Hangar, which we first saw at the beginning, I think, of Kingdom Hearts 1. But the scenery in here is really cool, and out here in the courtyard, the scenery is just as cool. Unfortunately, despite having some really cool scenery, there's also a lot of Heartless, which I guess there's a story explanation for that, which we either have seen already, sort of, but we'll also get into that a little bit more coming up. But it kind of makes sense that the Heartless might want to attack King Mickey's, place of residence, I should say, even though he's not here right now. But there are other people here right now, and by the end of this episode, we're probably going to have to save the Queen, not to make a pun or anything, several times. And by the way, there are a lot of treasure chests out here and puzzle pieces, I might add. So really all this is going to be is running around collecting treasure chests and puzzle pieces for right now. But out here in the courtyard, there are I was going to say a lot of new Heartless, but there's really only one. And I don't really want to stop to look at them, mainly because one of the new Heartless is called the Minute Bomb. And usually when they explode, they do a lot of damage, and I'm having a pretty big trouble, or pretty big problem, I should say, getting up here to get this puzzle piece, which is probably a hard piece. I've kind of figured that, I don't know why. But anyway, the Minute Bombs, those are they're not hard, like they have really low HP and all that, but for some reason, to me, they do way more damage than is proportionate to their, I guess, level, even though I don't know if enemy Heartless, I don't think they really have levels, unlike maybe like in other RPGs, mainly turn-based that I can think of anyway, as they spawn like a million Minute Bombs in front of me. Other RPGs have, I cannot believe I almost died right there. But anyway, other RPGs have enemies that have levels. I don't really think that, well, I guess they might level up relative to your level, but I don't think they have like a set level like other RPGs might have. But anyway, rambling aside, we've made our way back into, or not back into the Colonnade, but into the Colonnade for the first time, which is a really cool area because it's a really long hallway. I don't know why, I've always really liked this area, mainly because if you look over to the left, you can see the entire courtyard pretty much. Unfortunately, if you left some heart pieces out there, not heart pieces, but puzzle pieces out there, or a treasure chest, you won't be able to see it from up here. So I guess they didn't want to waste resources on that, like rendering things that you might have left out there. But anyway, here we're going to be getting some torn pages for the first time, and I love how in Mickey Mouse's like library or study or whatever, he's got pictures of himself all over the place. But we might as well, before we progress here, just drop off all of our stuff at the Moogle shop, and we actually got a fair few number of items. I'm not really going to worry about buying anything or synthesizing anything, but we did get, I should say, the Hero's Crest in the last episode, so I want to go ahead and equip that because we're about to get into a lot of fights. Unfortunately, we don't really have much more armor than we had really at the beginning of the game, but hopefully we'll be getting that coming up. But let's go ahead and approach Queen Minnie.
Your Majesty, Queen Minnie, we're back!
You're here.
Your Royal Highness, did you happen to summon us?
Yes.
Where's the king?
Excuse them, this is our friend Sora.
Sora! The king told me all about you in his letters. He said you're a very brave young man.
So, do you know where he is?
Your Majesty, what your Highness doing in your castle?
Oh my, so those are the Heartless.
Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
I know I can count on you, Sora. Now there's something I'd like all of you to come and see. Would you please escort me to the audience chamber?
What?
I forgot to warn everyone else in the castle about the danger. We must be sure they're hidden somewhere safe.
Okay, we'll go tell them.
We just gotta split up, Donald.
I'll make sure that everyone knows what's going on.
No, Sora, you just get lost.
Okay, then I'll stay with the Queen.
Good.
Alrighty then, see you later.
The audience chamber, right, ma'am?
Yes, Sora. Let's be on our way.
But here we get the Disney Castle map, and we get switched out, or our party members get switched out, because we get the oh-so-glorious task of leading Queen Minnie to the throne, which is a not-so-glorious task, actually. I think this might be actually one of my least favorite parts of the entire game, because you have to go up a little bit, call her over, and wait for her to run by, and you gotta get all the way to that door up there without her taking too much damage, which isn't that hard, but it's really tedious, and I really wish they had just made it to where she would follow you, kind of like Ashley maybe from Resident Evil 4. I know this is a completely different style of game from Resident Evil 4, but just the fact you have to wait for her to run by, sometimes you'll call her over, and she doesn't come over, it doesn't even work half the time, but she does have an ability called Faith, which isn't so useful right now, but once we go into that door right there, we're going to be needing to use that Faith ability a little bit more, because as we can, I just defeated it actually, I think Queen Minnie might have defeated it there, but there are going to be a lot of bolt towers in there that we're probably not going to want to necessarily take out individually, but we've made it to the end of this hallway, and we can use the finish reaction command to open this door.
Just one moment. As soon as the trouble started, I made sure to seal this room. Now then, shall we? Not here too!
I got him.
Really, this is just more of the same that we just did in the hallway, but this time, like I said, there are going to be many bolt towers. You don't really have to worry about dying too much, or I didn't have to, you know, playing the game the first time anyway. Maybe it'll be a little bit different on critical. Mainly, though, it's just hard getting her to follow you. So, like I said, the call-over technique doesn't work half the time if there is an enemy in front of her, even though she could easily run around. But anyway, if you use the Faith Reaction command, they kind of like, it's almost exactly the same attack that the bolt towers do, just, I guess, a good version. But what it does is just blow the bolt towers out of the way, so it kind of opens up a path. But if you run over to the left, I found it a little bit easier to get to the throne than if you try and go straight down the middle, because, I mean, it just makes sense that there would be fewer bolt towers off to the left. But since this is going to take absolutely forever, probably anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up, because really, you're not missing too much.
Come on, give me a break. Whoa!
The room below is called the Hall of the Cornerstone. Our castle has always been safe from worlds that are evil, thanks to the Cornerstone of Light, which we keep down there.
The Cornerstone of Light?
This is the castle's cherished cornerstone. Oh, but look. The thorns. They must be the work of someone very evil. I wonder what this could mean.
Huh?
Maleficent!
No way.
Well, well, well. What have we here? If it isn't the wretched Keyblade holder and his pitiful lackeys.
Now you're gonna deal with me!
All in good time. I promise you'll be able to partake of my vengeance, but you must be patient.
Just what are you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen Minnie. Radiant as always. I'm here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll just have to fill every room with my personal touch of darkness.
You'd better stop right now if you know what's good for you.
Ooh, how frightening. Very well, I'll stop. Just as soon as the castle belongs to me.
What a hag.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked through all the records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh!
Huh?
We should go ask somebody who knows lots of stuff that ain't in any book.
Merlin the Wizard!
Yes, that's perfect. Merlin just might know something about this mess. Let's ask his advice.
We saw him in Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah, let's go.
This might just be me, but I feel like that was a fairly ham-fisted way of getting us to go back to Hollow Bastion, but, I mean, I guess that was just the game's way of reminding people that might not have remembered. But anyway, right there, I went ahead and got rid of the new symbol on the auto summon, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, but any auto ability, like auto valor even, auto, as we get a new episode in Hollow Bastion, auto summon, auto anything, I don't really like, because I always have a tendency to accidentally hit it. But we can land right here in Merlin's house, hopefully he can help us.
Anybody home?
Merlin!
The castle's in danger.
What is all that racket? Oh, I thought... Oh, it's you. It looks like you've learned a bit since the last time I saw you.
Really?
Wait a minute! Let's talk about the problem! It's Maleficent! She's back!
Where? Inside the castle?
Yup, and Heartless too.
Oh, dear.
Maleficent wants to send over the whole castle and own it. She filled the whole of Cornerstone with tiny bags and she's getting full of daggers. There's Heartless in every part of the castle. The greatest danger. What?
Perhaps I'd better just see for myself. Interesting.
What's happening, Merlin?
This is not good. In fact, I'm afraid it's quite serious.
What's that?
My boy, that is a gateway to a special world. Someone in that world is responsible for what's going on in this castle. Of that, I'm certain.
Oh boy!
We knew we could count on you, Merlin.
Then we should go get him.
Wait a moment. The perpetrators must be stopped, of course, but there's something else to do first. Somewhere in that world, there should be another door that's identical to this one. I believe our enemies are utilizing that door. As long as it remains open, the castle will be in grave danger. Listen carefully, Sora. You must find that door, and when you do, lock it with your Keyblade.
Got it.
You'll get down on us.
Now, one more thing. You're heading into a very special world. While you're there, the nature of that world may tempt you to do something dark. You must resist that temptation at all costs.
What do you mean?
You'll know soon enough. I have faith in you, my lads.
I don't know if you noticed, but if go back and watch the beginning of that cutscene, there were some weird things going on with the subtitles. Like, one was way off the screen. I'm pretty sure Donald started speaking Spanish. I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode because through that door, there's actually an entirely different world, which I know I said Mickey Mouse's castle or Disney Castle was my favorite level in the entire game at the beginning of this episode, but through that door is really what I was referring to. And by the way, doors, I've just realized, actually I didn't just realize this, but this kind of further cements the fact that doors are a really big motif in the Kingdom Hearts universe. But I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and I hope to see you guys back for the next episode.